Hey everybody, Jennifer Tate here. So I actually just finished recording an update and I realized that I would really like to share like a before video as opposed to before pictures, because if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then a video is worth probably 100,000 words. So I shared my measurements last night, but to show more of what I'm hoping to lose through the next 3 months and then on into the future. But I'm really interested in seeing what the M-90 weight loss challenge helps me to lose. So a strong 90 days, hopefully. But I wanted to show off my areas I'm not so proud about, particularly this. This is my bat wing. My left arm's worse than my right arm, but I absolutely hate it. So yes, this side is definitely worse. As we know from my measurements, my left side is bigger than my right side of my body. So I'm going to stand up. I'm very uncomfortable with this, but I guess this whole thing is about getting outside your comfort zone and challenging what is normal and acceptable and in my own mind, honestly. So I'm going to stand up, and I am in my PJ shorts, but I thought that was the best way to kind of show off. I have a lot of cellulite and stuff, so no, I'm not trying to show my butt, but I did want to show all this chunky on the back of my legs. And then in addition, obviously my biggest problem area, actually I'm going to pull this down just a touch here. I hate this. I have a buildup here and have for as long as I can remember of fat. I'm trying to turn. And then, yes, as you can see, which then overlaps into this, that is my C-section pouch, as I call it. And you cannot see that in pictures because I usually have shorts on that cover that up. I'm going to pull this down. This is my C-section pouch. And yes, it folds from, this is from the weight that I've already lost. I have extra skin. But if I turn to the side here, it's pretty substantial. Don't worry, I'm wearing pink granny panties, so you're not going to see anything inappropriate. But yeah, this is all my weight loss area that I want to target, all from when I had a C-section. And if I pull it up, you can actually still see scar. So that's all scarring under there. And then my stomach. So yeah, all this extra poofy, pouchy fat. And then particularly this right here, I hate this. So I have quite a few target areas. Turn. Now that I've, completely humiliated myself and showed off my most uncomfortable parts of me, I'm going to make this on a slightly more, not my usually peppy, yeah, whatever, self, but, so I have struggled with depression and self-esteem issues and a lot of things pretty much my entire life. There's a lot of reasons for it, but I dropped out of high school when I was 16 because of bullying, and at the time I was probably about 185 pounds, and I was constantly called fat, and I was probably a size 12. And when I look back now, I'm like, would I look cute to be that size? A small part of me doesn't care as much as I did then about my weight and about what other people say. And yet, another small part of me is so much harder on myself. Ooh. Yeah. So I am definitely my worst critic, and it's very hard to balance that with my like obsession with food, because I do have a food obsession. Um, Giving up the things that I like is very difficult for me. Not that it's not difficult for everybody, but I'm a very picky eater, and I don't like most things. Um, if I listed the vegetables that I like to you, I could probably list them on one hand, possibly two. I don't care for many things. There are some things I can't stomach at all. Like I can't stomach peas because of the texture, green beans because of the smell, spinach because of the texture, and because of the taste. I've tried just the fresh leaves and I can't stand it at all. There are so many vegetables I don't eat. I really eat some of them. I don't know, they're water-based, so I don't even know if you can call them vegetables really, but I mean, I eat cucumber, lettuce, I'll eat carrots in my salad, but I don't like cooked carrots or anything, and I'm not a huge fan of like munching on carrot sticks. Not a fan of celery, not a fan. I'll eat broccoli. I prefer it in like Chinese food and stuff where it's like smothered in sauce, and I'll eat it with like cheese melted over it, but I'm not a munch on broccoli stick. Yeah, there's really not a lot I eat, and that makes it very difficult. There's a lot of fruits I don't like, but there are a lot of fruits I do like. Um, I love watermelon and strawberries, and I'll eat apples and oranges and all that. But some of the more weird fruits, cantaloupe, pineapple, I don't eat. Um, I'm a picky eater. I like meat and potatoes, or meat and starches, breads, pastas, carbs. Um, that's not very conducive to losing weight, and it's a habit I'm trying to break, and it's difficult. Um, yeah. So I wanted to put myself out there and be a little more vulnerable for a second, but brutal honesty, when I'm getting in the shower and I'm naked and there's a mirror, I actually feel nauseous by the sight of my own body. And I have in the past struggled with bulimia, and there was a small period where it was anorexia. But I don't have those issues anymore. Bulimia in particular is very easy to fall back into, because if I eat something I don't like, I start gagging, and that reflex starts almost like taunting me, like, hey, you could eat what you want, and then you could just throw it up. And it's so bad for your body, and it's so bad for your teeth, and it's just horrible. And I don't want to be that person. So I'm going to do this right. The M Network products give me that opportunity, and hopefully they'll help me in my weight loss journey, and hopefully I can get stuff under control. Being 31 and being as picky of an eater as I am, and being as hard on myself as I am, is very difficult, especially when I'm trying to raise a daughter to think she's beautiful and to have self-esteem. And And I see her struggling with some of the things that I struggled with. She is by no means overweight. She's inside her weight range and she's beautiful, but she has a little bit of a baby pooch and she's so self-conscious about it, and she's dealing with acne, and I think it's actually getting better since she started drinking the M Network products, mainly because she cuts soda, but I really want her to not have the same struggles I did. So anyways, this turned into kind of a longer video and kind of a morbidly depressing video. I don't know about morbid, but pretty depressing. I wanted to share that with you guys and let you guys see what I'm really working with, because yeah, a picture is like most of me is covered. Still a lot of me was covered. You can't see. I've got these side fat things on my boob area. Can I say that? Oops. But yeah, side fat. And I want all of it gone. I want to be able to be confident. So I'm going to work on that. And hopefully you guys will follow my journey. And yep, that's it. So before I like cry for embarrassing myself, I'm going to go. All right, everybody. Bye.